Food banks across the country are busy this Sunday morning.
I would say we probably had about 100 people show up, and that was within the first 30 minutes.
After more than 40 million Americans lost their food benefits Saturday, as the government shutdown stretches into another month.
We exist as a tiny portion of the local safety net here in D.C.
President Trump says he has directed government lawyers to find a legal way to pay for the federal assistance program known as SNAP, after federal judges ordered his administration to use emergency funds. It's not clear how long that process will take.
When you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people.
But it's not largely Democrats. Americans in blue and red states rely on the aid. And from Texas to New Jersey, millions get their health care through the Affordable Care Act. Democrats have voted against reopening the government until Republicans commit to addressing subsidies expiring this year. Open enrollment began this weekend. Without a fix, Americans could pay 25 to 30% more on average come January.
Well, the president is clearly unwilling to negotiate.
Instead, President Trump is renewing calls for Senate Republicans to get rid of the longstanding 60-vote rule required to pass most bills.
There's good reasons to preserve the filibuster, but with this unprecedented obstruction by Chuck Schumer, I think all options should be on the table.
With Washington at a stalemate, critical federal services have been thrown into chaos. Low-income families are at risk of losing free early childhood education. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy blaming nearly 65% of Friday's flight delays on absences among air traffic controllers who are not getting paid. In New York, nearly 80% are not going to work, according to a post from the Federal Aviation Administration, warning travelers the nationwide shortage of staff may result in delays or cancellations.
And Willie, President Trump is also turning his attention to Nigeria in a Truth Social post last night, saying if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to that country and may very well go into the now disgraced country, Trump says, guns a-blazing. He also says he's hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. The Nigerian president pushed back on claims of religious intolerance, Willie, in his country, and a spokesperson today said they would welcome some help from the U.S. Willie?
But back here at home, people focus on the expiration of those benefits for sure. Julie Tsirkin traveling with the president. Julie, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.